Encodya is this really cool point and click adventure game I just recently played. I beat it yesterday, and I really thought this was a great game. It's got great world design, the art style is pretty good. The premise is pretty interesting. You are in Nero, Berlin in 2062. You play as Tina, a 9-year-old orphan that lives with her robot, Sam 53. It's a robot guardian, and it's like the world kind of reminds me of how VR or the metaverse take us over, like Ready Player One or metaverse. In our own future, pretty much would deal with this because you know how addictive people are. I can tell from playing older point and clicks, this one has those classic point and click confusions with what to do and the puzzles and what to combine. It doesn't really give you hints, but it's more of you have to think of what you picked up and what you have to do. But there is a hint system in the game. But with achievement wise, you can only use 5, but it's pretty easy. I only had to look up some things on the Steam guide, but if you think you can get it, took me like 4 hours to beat, and you had to do it under 4 hours, so I had like 20 minutes to spare. And achievement wise, the only ones that are missable are the speedrun achievement, getting 10 secrets, but they're pretty easy. I only found 2 of them to be really obtuse of what to do. But if you are having trouble finding them, you can look on the Steam guide. I'll link down below. Playing on controller, sometimes what you want to click on is finicky. I would recommend you play this on PC, or if you want to play it on controller, you can, but just make sure you understand you have to stand in certain spots to have it trigger. This footage you're seeing now is on a base Xbox One, but I did play this game mainly on my Series X. It's good performance on Series X. On Xbox One, it's kind of slow, but that's me because I'm used to the super fast SSD and all that other stuff on Series X. It does have grainy cutscenes on the Series X, so I'm assuming it's pre-rendered. It's just playing a video, so I'm playing on a 4K TV, so that's probably why. It looked better on base Xbox One on a 1080p TV. The story in this game is pretty interesting, but I kind of seen it coming from a mile away, but it's not about the end story point, it's about the journey. It's pretty good. I thought it didn't overstay its welcome. You know how some point and click adventures, you gotta do so much stuff and you would have to play through it multiple times just to get all the achievements, but I would recommend this. $30 is kind of steep, but if you really like point and click adventure games, you should pick this one up. It's very nice, cool premise, cool world. The voice acting is pretty good for Tina and Sam. Some of the NPCs are hit or miss, but I think that's because it's not a native English speaker speaking English, but that's fine. That gives it more flavor for the world because it's multicultural. It's Neo Berlin. And it's got sort of the cyberpunk thing of a lot of Asian stuff in there, but it gives that a justification of why that is in the world building if you talk to people. So Encodya is a great game I would recommend, and hopefully more people play this. I know this just came out too, but I hope more people play this on Xbox. Great little hidden gem that would get lost in the ether of so many indie games releasing on Xbox. So hopefully you enjoyed this impression / review of this game, and I'll see you in the next video.